Hello, my name is Brandon Mustful, Executive Director of Great River Rescue, and welcome to your tour of the shelter for 2019. Today is Monday, July 22nd, and I'll show you around. I can't promise that everything's going to be totally clean right now, but just the best time for me to get the video done. So I'll do the best I can to be brief and just show you everything you need to see. Thanks. Here we are outside of the shelter. Here is the front of our building. We're on Car Lake Road in Bemidji. There is our Honda CR-V, which we use to transport animals and supplies and things. We have the aluminum can area there where we collect cans so that we can earn money from that. And in a minute here, we'll head inside the front entrance there. Here is the front entrance to Great River Rescue. You can see we have some signs up. We're closed right now. We've got the hours posted. And we've got a sign there about that it's illegal to abandon animals. And a notification about how to surrender animals to us. So we'll head inside now. As soon as you walk in the shelter, you can see to your left one of our cat colony rooms. We have some of our cats in there right now. And we'll head inside. So right there, down to the left, we have our donation bin. Then we have a display case here where we're selling pet supplies. We do have new products there: Easy Walk harnesses, litter boxes, carriers, bowls. And then also around the display here we have used items, toys, collars, leashes, treats, things like that. And panning to the right, we have some t-shirts for sale. We have beds. Other items there. And panning again more to the right, we have our front desk area. Again, a little messy at the moment, but that is where folks come up, and clients we can do adoptions there and just interact with staff. Panning more to the right in our lobby here. Got the bathroom, the entrance to my office, and we have an area here with the computer where clients can apply to adopt animals. Volunteers can log their hours there. We do have a television set mounted up there where we post photos and information about shelter activities. We do have some resources there in the corner for folks, and some display boards, Volunteer of the Month, some informative flyers, and we have some pets that are up for adoption in foster care. Over here we have an introduction and playroom. We also use this room for other reasons, for meetings and whatever we need. I'll show you that room. So we do have a new folding table there, and we got some new chairs this year. They're not carpeted anymore, much easier to sanitize. We've got closets back there where we can keep some supplies. And we do have a cat structure there for the cats to play when clients bring them in here and volunteers. And then of course some toys and treats and things. And some important notifications about dog body language. And that's just the wall there. I'm just panning back out of the room here. So back out toward the lobby, and that is our introduction room. So I just want to take you over to the desk area. You can see we have some more information, brochures and things posted there in the front of the desk. We do have tags, engraved tags that we sell right here at the shelter. We did get that iMark tag machine from a grant from the ASPCA. So behind the desk we do have an area for our kennel coordinator. That's her computer and desk. Scrolling back the other way. Of course, we got the coffee going this morning. In that corner we have another computer that is mostly for kennel workers so that they can post messages on our shelter database and log incidents. Plenty of stuff out on the front desk, and then the front desk worker's computer as well, where she can process adoptions and intakes and other things. So we'll pause the video again and we'll take you to another area. Alright, we're going to go into our cat room here. Going in, we're going to turn to the left, and here we've got our cat colony rooms. You can see we've got those rooms open right now. There's about, I'm not sure the exact number right now, 5 or 6 cats in there. Looks like they're napping. Going back this way. We've got supplies in those cabinets. And then we do have double-sided cat kennels in here. You can see we've got some curtailments to give the cats privacy, and every kennel has a portal. So one side has a litter box and the other side has their bedding, food and water of course. And then back in the corner here is a third cat colony room. And we've got some cats lounging in there as well. So clients are welcome to go into those cat colony rooms and visit with the cats and socialize with them. Alright, we'll just kind of spin around to take another look at our cat room here. And you can see up front there we have our sink where we wash the dishes as well. We are now in one of our dog kennel rooms, and we're looking at the sink and the front counter here. So we went through the lobby and into this dog kennel room. We do have a grooming sink over there. We do wash some other dishes and things in there. That's Hugo's kennel. He's outside right now. And other dog kennels that we have in this room. So we have about 8 to 10 kennels in 2 different dog kennel rooms. Typically we only have about 6 to 8 to maybe 10 dogs at the shelter at any given time. We find that it's much easier to manage and get them adopted when we have fewer dogs in the building. So we're just walking towards this back door, and we'll take a look out there. So outside here we have some kennel spaces. There's Hugo right there. We've got dog houses and shade canopies back here. That is Billie Eilish over there. So this is a nice area. In the mornings we can just let the dogs out here to go potty. And sometimes they spend some time during the day as well. Back a little bit further we have our dog runs, and I will show you that a little bit later. We are now in the east dog kennel room, very similar to the other room. I believe this room is just a little bit wider. And turning around, I'm going to show you the counter over here. And you'll see our hose end foamer. We do use rescue disinfectant. And we use the hose end foamer in the dog room so that dilutes the disinfectant. We've now headed into the back of the building and we're looking into the warehouse. You can see we've got a carpeted cat tower there. We don't actually use those in the shelter, but we do sell them when we get them and they're in good condition. So we will sell that and use that for the shelter. The treadmill is for exercising dogs in the winter. Got some file cabinets back here. I'll just show you quickly. We do have 3 furnace units back here. There's 2 in the corner there, and the other one's actually on the ceiling. We have a closet right there where we have items that we use for fundraisers and shelter store items. Refrigerator. There is our Mod Squad corner, where volunteers they work with shelter dogs and keep records of what they've been doing, and they have some supplies there. And then of course lots of shelving, lots of items, treats, items for doing outreach, plenty of dog food. There we have some cat litter, wood pellets, cat food. We typically mix up our dog and cat food because we just get so many donated bags, so we'll mix them up and feed them to the animals that way. Here we do have our 55-gallon drum of rescue, mop buckets, of course the water heater there. And looking back here, we've got the area for laundry. Pretty much constantly doing laundry here. And we've got the folded up clean blankets, bedding, towels, things like that. Cleaning supplies are over here on this rack. And we're just looking back at some tools. And we do have this garage door, which is very convenient, and you'll see a sign that says sale today. On Saturdays occasionally we'll open up the garage door and actually sell pet supplies right out of the back of the shelter here. And then of course plenty of crates and kennels also stacked up in here. So that is our warehouse. We are now back in the hallway. We're looking at our quarantine room, and it is dark because we do not have any cats in quarantine at this time. It is a fairly small room. So we do have 5 kennel spaces in there, and a sink and some cabinets for supplies there. Turning to our left, we've got a board there with information for employees. We're looking at the dog quarantine room right there. But first we're going to turn to our right, and we have our intake room. In this room we do have a new exam table that was made for us by students at Bemidji State University, so we're happy to have that. And of course we've got supplies in here, and we do have some cats in the intake room. Another sink. So typically cats might spend a few days back here, but we do bring them up to the adoption area as soon as we have space, as soon as we're able to do that. So we're just spinning around here. We've got another refrigerator in here. That's where we're keeping our vaccines and other medical supplies. Some notices on the wall there. And we do have this cabinet over here with plenty of supplies in there. You can see we even have a microscope now so that we can take a look at things before sending animals to the vet, try to save a little money that way. So we're going to head back out and we're going to look at the dog quarantine room. We just entered the dog quarantine room. You can see we've got some racks with supplies and a electric generator there for emergencies. That door goes outside. We're going to turn to the right though. And you can see we've got Murphy back here right now. And he's actually on a bite hold. It was not an intentional bite, just sort of an accidental where his tooth kind of snagged somebody's finger, and so we just want to be safe and have him back here for the state mandated 10 days. And then of course more supplies. And we'll head back to the right and we'll just take a look outside. Alright, we're going to try this again because my finger covered the camera, but we're looking outside again in the dog quarantine area. Here we have our air conditioning units. And you'll see we have some individual kennel spaces there. Clearly we haven't used them too much this year. It hasn't been mowed back there. And we have the slats up just so folks don't interact with the dogs back here in quarantine. We are now on the west side of the building, and this is typically where clients will walk back to see the dogs. And I apologize, I'm shaking the camera a lot here. So I think I'll just show you this right here, and then we'll walk up and take a closer look at the dog runs. Alright, back here we have 6 dog kennel runs. That's Milo right there. And you can see those are good spaces for the dogs to run and play. And I want to show you that we do have walking trails. You can see we've got them labeled. They've got names. We have maps. We have some dog waste bags there. And the shelter is on 12 acres of land. So the trails kind of go off in the easterly direction out that way. And there's plenty of space back there for folks to walk the shelter dogs. So we're really proud to have that.